questions in there. Number one, we did do a restructuring earlier this year, but we also talked about that restructuring was to give us more operating leverage to invest back in AI. And we also are now starting to look at a global workforce, trying to move our workforce closer to our customers around the world. So that's really what we've done. In fact, we're hiring as many people back as what we did in a restructuring. So I think there's.
Do you guys use Workday? Workday is a HR management platform, probably one of the biggest. I think ADP, Workday, and there's another one called like Payroll, and then there's Ultimate Software, which is now UKG. Probably some of the biggest ones in like payroll and human resources tools, right? But Workday CEO, he says that AI will amplify, not replace, workers and human performance. Let's see how. Let's see if there's any logic or reason to this madness.
And definitely.
Part of the selling point, not just from you guys, but for the promise of Gen AI generally, is an increase in productivity. And I know that you all decreased your headcount earlier this year. How much of that is then being made up for by using some of these AI tools?
Well, I think there's two different questions in there. Number one, we did do a restructuring earlier this year. But we also talked about that restructuring was to give us more operating leverage to invest back in AI. And we also are now starting to look at a global workforce, trying to move our workforce closer to our customers around the world. So that's really what we've done. In fact, we're hiring as many people back as what we did in a restructuring. So I think there's a narrative out there that we did it purely because of AI. No, we did it to leverage AI and invest more into the platform. As much as anything. Today.
Here's a translation for what he just said, right? Oh, and you are going to hate my translation. I'm telling you, these CEOs, they put it in a very nice to-do way, make you feel all warm and fuzzy. But here's what he said, right? We got rid of all the people that weren't adding any value to our company. What?
How dare you?
That's what he said. I am just repeating what he said, right? What he said, what he whispered, I said. He said that y'all were adding no value. So we got rid of y'all in the name of AI. And now, because he didn't say we're hiring back the same people we got rid of. He said we are hiring back people who are looking to go in the same direction that we're going in. We got rid of them, and now we're hiring new people who are more aligned with our vision and who know how to use AI to be more effective. Use it or lose it. Use it or lose it, all right?
I think a lot of people, quite frankly, who are doing restructurings lean into it and say they're doing it purely because of AI. I don't think that's always true. I think people have overhired over the last 5 years coming out of COVID. They're restructuring to drive operating leverage in the business. That being said,
I always tell y'all, if you guys did not use the time during COVID, we can say that now on YouTube, right? If you didn't use that time to get a skill, if you only used it, I'm telling you, y'all used to argue with me. Oh, but some people need these 10 jobs, and they are still making videos about how they plan to rob and loot on Saturday. So if you're 10 jobs that you got working from home, cheating the system, being overemployed, cheating the system, and you still complaining about the government shutdown? When I was telling you that, what I said was, take one maybe 2 if you're going to be working on at separate time, because then you get more experience, but you got no experience. You took the money without any experience, and now I'm in a bind, Nate. You calling Nate, and Nate don't even want to talk to you. Nate ain't about talking. Nate ain't doing no talking in that movie. He ain't talk. I try to tell you, get the skill, get the knowledge, get the education. Like, nah, I just want the bag. And now, sadly, the bag is empty. It's empty.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I'm just translating for what this billionaire is saying. I'm translating it into 100,000 errors, maybe 10,000 errors talk. All right?
Everybody, including us, across every single function in the enterprise at Workday, we are leveraging AI. We're getting operating leverage, and we're using those operating leverage in those cost savings to invest in the business to drive growth for the company, also for our employees. We don't believe AI is going to replace humans. We think it's going to drive a step function change in human productivity, and we're going to amplify human performance, not replace it. So I think, all
right, let me translate again, right? It is, because you see, he's saying it in a way that gonna make you feel all warm and fuzzy. Oh, I'm gonna get hired again. No. AI will replace certain people, the ones who don't add value. The ones who don't add value to the company, they're gonna get replaced. It will amplify those who do add value so they can do more with less. So they can be more productive. Because now imagine if you, let's say you're in engineering, right? And you go ahead and you write some code and it's doing all this stuff. And now you submit it and you say, AI, go do my code review. Give me some suggestions, some recommendations. Or if you set up some type of agentic thing to do X, Y, and Z. So now you are able to be more. You guys remember when I had a clone? Do you remember when I had a clone? My clone used to be on it. You could have a whole conversation with my clone. I used to have arguments with my clone. But you can have AI working while you are away. And you need to be able to manage your AI effectively. But if you do not add value, I believe this. If you do not add value to the team, to the company, then you shouldn't be there. What? I said it.
How dare you?
I said it, all right? Hey. If you do not add value to the company, to the team, then you should not be there. And that's what he's saying. I agree with him, but that's what I'm just saying what he's saying in plain English to you. AI will replace those who do not contribute. The days of you just going there and sitting down and getting a check for not doing any work are over. They're over. The world is open back up. As a country, we are making $trillion deals. And I'll throw this in there too, right? Why do you think certain politicians, they want our spending levels in the trillions of dollars? Tens of trillions of dollars in debt. We're trying to make $1 trillion deals to make money come in, and that upsets them. And then they're like, you know what? We want to spend more money. We want it because guess what? Tell me this. If you let's use something that's more realistic, something that you can relate to. Something that you can relate to, right? What if, let's talk about your student loans. Let's talk about your student loans. Let's say you only have about $15,000 in student loans, right? Let's say you have $15,000 in student loans. And you can see that, so now let's say all of a sudden the next month you get a bill and it says that, oh, your student loans are $17,000. Like, whoa, where'd this $2,000 come from? And you're gonna call them like, hey, what the hell is going on? What, like, I've been paying down. Is this a mistake? What's going on? Now, let's say you have $200,000 in student loans. What? Yes, let's say you have $200,000 in student loan. If they add an extra $2,000, you're not even gonna know, because one, you're probably not paying it anyways. So they're able to stick in the fraud, the waste, the abuse when the amount is so much higher. That's the trick. That's what, and they're able to give. They're able to run it up. They're able to get richer. They're able to give their friends the friend and family discount, giving the contracts to their friends and family. But when you have a hawk's eye on the spending, you're trying to reduce it. That's when they get mad. That's when the swamp creatures come out. Just saying. I'm just saying. All right.
Definitely me, Julie. I have a different view that we're gonna, take out 20, 30, 40, 50% of our employees because of AI. I just don't see it. We're going to actually amplify human potential, not replace it through the use of AI.
Amplify human potential. That's what he said. He said that he sees that they're going to amplify human potential. But the caveat is the human potential that actually wants to be amplified. Because some people, they love where they're at. And some people, they want more. Some people, they want more. Some people, they just want to win it all.
People watch as the clock ticks by, but I'm the storm in the endless sky. I'll climb the mountain, no matter the slope. Fueled by hunger, fueled by hope.
They sit and watch as the clock just spins, but I'm out here chasing where it begins. I don't need luck, I don't need a sign, just a fire in my soul and a dream that's mine.
All I wanna do is win it all. Climb every mountain, never let me fall. Bet it all on me, I'm the one who rise. I'll break the limits and touch the sky.
I'm betting it all, no second glance.
I just want to win it all. I just want to win it all. And that's why you will see me here every day, live, premiere, clips, because I want to win it all. I just want to win it all. I want to run it up. I want to be controversial. Like, I'll tell you this, right? I'll tell you this. My guy, Rod Brown, I'm watching his live stream yesterday, and all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, when did he get to 200 to 2,500? When did he get to 2,500 subscribers? Because he be fighting. He be fighting. First with his turban Pete friends, and then with the money collectors, with the, you guys remember Bone Thugs and Harmony, them calling me Mr. Bill Collector. He be fighting. He be on it. I was like, whoa, like 2 days ago, Mr. Rod Brown, we were at like 2,100, and now 2,500. I was like, what? Shout out to my guy, Rod Brown.
You said it was Mandy, but it's still the same. Words like bandages that don't stop the pain. I held your words like glass in my hands, sharp truths and smooth demands. You said you meant the cracks I see, but promises break so easily. I trusted the stars, but they all fell down. Every promise made just spins around. The truth feels fake, the lies too real. I'm caught in the loop, I can't unfeel.
I reach but it slips away. Truths turn shadows in the light of day.
I don't know what to believe anymore. Every fix just opens another door. Confidence feels like a hollow sound. I look for answers, but they can't be found. You paint the sky with a perfect hue, a shade of trust that fades to blue. I step forward, fall right through. Your mirror's cracked and so are you.
Tell me, what's the game? Truth and lies, they sound the same. Every time I think I've won, I'm back where I begun.
I built my faith like a house of sand, each grain slipping through my open hand. Your confidence is a polished mask, hiding the answers I forgot to ask. I don't know what to believe anymore. Every fix just opens another door. Confidence feels like a hollow sound. I look for answers, but they can't be found. Is it me who's blind or you who lies? Is it hope or hurt that keeps me tied?